Hey guys, Todd Vandermeid, former NRA contract lobbyist and Illinois gun law guru, back again for another edition of Freedom Steel. So a couple of guys had been messaging me and asking, hey, I haven't been putting out a lot of content, and what have you been doing? So let's roll some tape here, guys. And so what happened was I've been out at the club working, and that's me on the dozer. Um, and the club owns that scraper. They own another scraper plus that D8. That's all our equipment. And this was me cutting in a road on our 200-yard range so that guys didn't have to drive in the mud, or actually we'd make them walk when it rained out and got muddy. So we were cleaning up and cutting in this road, 600 feet long, 200 yards. And that's one of the things that we've been doing, is knocking out projects, more parking, more things like that. I've been putting in, we're working on knocking out 20 new ranges. So with all of that, that's where I've been. Thanks to my buddy Eric Cowles for the video here, but don't fret, we haven't been canceled. It's just when I get off the dozer at the end of the day with this heat and everything, it's been a lot, and I've been tired, and I think of stuff and then think of it while I'm on the dozer. But hey, so let's give a shout out to a couple of our friends here. First off, let's give a shout out to VGS Vanilla Guerrilla Security, headed up by former SEAL Team 3 member Ben Walnick. Also, AKA known as the Snow Chimp. Just so you know, I'm alumni of some of Ben's classes. I've been taking his CQC classes, and if you want to get a handle on how to defend your home, how to protect your home, how to take care of business when things go sideways, I highly recommend taking Ben's classes. He does some of the classes up here. He's got a building he utilizes for some real hands-on stuff down in outside East Peoria, and when ASC gets their shoot house up and running, he's looking to do some more stuff up here with us. And I happen to be wearing my Shrek signed and autographed zombie hat. Zombie Shoot 2023 is coming up here relatively quickly, so let's roll some tape. And this is coming from the promo video. So here we've got our 3-gun guys blazing away. Oh, and right there, that'll just absolutely piss off Kwame and the governor and the follically challenged foreskins. There's the infamous tower scene on the 200 to see if you can shoot from an elevated shooting platform. Probably one of our IDPA stages. These guys just go all out. So I tell you, we've got a little bit of everything for everybody. So please, come on out to the Zombie Shoot, September 9th. Tickets are on sale. Link will be listed below, along with the link for VGS Security. So guys, please, these are unpaid promotions. Just ASC's got the best zombie shoot in the Midwest. So here we go. Let's rock and roll.
Already required steps to prevent sales to straw purchasers are liable for those irresponsible practices. It prohibits marketing that reasonably appears to support unlawful paramilitary and unlawful private militia. And it reminds gun industry members that you cannot market to our kids.
All right, so this is going to be another dive into House Bill 218, now called Public Act 103-559. So now the Secretary of State has assigned a public act number to it. It is Public Act 103 for the 103rd General Assembly, number 559. So here we have the Attorney General up there complaining about marketing of firearms to kids. So let's take a peek over here at what the language of the bill actually says. So a couple of things are important here. Who does this apply to? It applies to any firearm industry member. Means a person, firm, corporation, company, partnership, society, joint stock company, or any other entity or association engaged in the design, manufacture, distribution, importation, marketing, wholesale, or retail sale of firearm-related products, including sales by mail, telephone, or internet, or in-person sales. So, that's a pretty broad definition. And firearms related product means a firearm, firearm ammunition, firearm precursor part, a firearm component, or a firearm accessory that meets any of the following. And that's about being sold in Illinois, intended to be sold in Illinois, whatever. This is woefully broad. So it is an unlawful practice within the meaning of this act for any firearm industry member, remember that broad definition I just read to you, through the sale, manufacturing, importing, or marketing of a firearm-related product to do any of the following. 1. Knowingly create, maintain, or contribute to a condition in Illinois that endangers the safety or health of the public by conduct either unlawfully in itself or unreasonable under all circumstances, including failing to establish or utilize reasonable controls. Reasonable controls include reasonable procedures, safeguards, business practices that are designed to prevent the sale or distribution of firearm-related product to a straw purchaser, prevent the loss or theft of a firearm, comply with all provisions of applicable local, state, and federal law, and not otherwise promote the unlawful manufacture, sale, possession, marketing, or use of firearm-related product. 2, and those were slightly abbreviated. 2, advertise, market, or promote a firearm-related product in a manner that reasonably appears to support, recommend, or encourage individuals to engage in unlawful paramilitary or private militia activity in Illinois, or individuals who are not in the National Guard, United States Armed Forces, or duly authorized military organizations to use a firearm-related product for a military-related purpose in Illinois. The paramilitary thing is going to be a whole other video unto itself. 3, except as otherwise provided, advertise, market, promote, design, or sell any firearm-related product in a manner that reasonably appears to support, recommend, or fully or encourage persons under the age of 18 to unlawfully purchase or possess or use a firearm-related product in Illinois. To unlawfully purchase or possess or use firearm-related product in Illinois. I don't think the unlawfully necessarily attaches right there. English majors and people constructing this may think a little differently. I'm not sure if the unlawfully attaches unlawful to unlawfully purchase, to unlawfully possess, or to unlawfully use a firearm related. I don't know if that's the way it's intended to read. In determining whether the conduct of a firearm industry member, as described in this paragraph, reasonably appears to support, recommend, or encourage persons under the age of 18 to unlawfully purchase a firearm product, a court shall consider the totality of the circumstances, including but not limited to whether the marketing, advertising, promotion, design, or sale uses caricatures that unreasonably appear to be minors or cartoon characters. So I guess a bunch of patches and stuff. Hang on a second. Let me reach down to the box of goodies here and see. Oh, there's one of the French fry guys. I don't know if giving this away to kids would get you into this trap here. What else have we got? I don't know. Is that one good enough? Got a whole box of patches and stuff. I don't know. Is our zombie stuff potentially, you know, in a way that's going to cause a problem? I don't know. Here's some cartoon advertising we've got here. I guess that's all verboten because they just absolutely don't have a sense of humor. Let's see. Yeah, here's another one that we got. Had a good haul at SHOT Show this year. Trying through here. Up. If you are as old as I am, where the wild things are, that old book and everything. You know, I guess those kinds of giveaways or whatever are verboten. That's gonna hook you up. 2, offers brand name merchandise for minors, including but not limited to clothing, toys, games, or stuffed animals that promotes a firearm industry member or firearm related product. So what? We can't do Beanie Babies. We can't do anything like that that shows, you know, you've got a Delta Force teddy bear and he's kitted out with, you know, your M4. Can't do it. This is the kind of stuff. Offers firearm-related products in sizes, colors, or designs that are especially designed to be used or appeal to minors. So I guess our club can't sell T-shirts in kid sizes anymore. What, you know, how's this going to work? Uses images or depictions of minors in advertising or marketing or promotional materials to depict the use of firearm-related products. All right, stop the presses. This past weekend, I was helping a buddy of mine, and as we were doing some work, I had to go drop a load of stuff off. And as we were coming back, here, up goes this picture. So here you had a local Boy Scout pack, Pack 317 in Plano, set up in the city park on city property. And look at this shooting range that they set up. They set up this air rifle BB gun shooting range on public property in the middle of town square at the town park. And look at this. There are kids in that advertisement. And this is done in, if you zoom in here, that's the Boy Scouts of America logo. Daisy, you know, take pride, it's a daisy. Okay? Flowers, double entendre, whatever. And don't forget that in Illinois, certain air guns are actually considered firearms, no different than a .357 or a 12 gauge. But this could be deemed illegal because you're trying to introduce kids to shooting. Don't forget that Biden has a war on the whole gun culture, the hunting culture, the scholastic shooting sports, because his Department of Education is sitting there and saying, nope, we're cutting all funding to any of these programs. So if you're a 4-H guy and you've got a trap team, done. I mean, let's think about this. Kids, for my grandkids, and by the way, if you've heard any of the caterwauling in the background, yep, the grandkids are over today. So here you are, and they're smaller. So guns, stocks, grips are made in different sizes to fit their smaller anatomy, their shorter length of pull, their smaller hands. They're made lighter, so they're not as heavy to hold up as you know, a complete sniper outfitted M24. Yeah, there's a reason the junior AR exists. to let kids hold up a lighter gun because they can't hold up or may not be able to hold up a 7, 8, or 9-pound AR. Don't forget that the only sport sanctioned by Congress and codified in the law is that of the civilian marksmanship program, which we have a whole junior program across this country to support and send the juniors out to Camp Perry for what is it? Oh, the national matches. But this is the absolute, fucktardo stuff that the follically challenged foreskins that are running the Capitol are putting out there. This is it. So let's see if there's anything else that these guys have to say.
On an almost daily basis, we see the horrific toll gun violence takes on our communities, and we wonder, who is going to do something about it? Well, I can answer that question. We are. We are doing something about it. Here in Illinois, at the crossroads of the nation, we are bringing responsible, common sense laws that balance constitutional rights with fundamental safety. And today we take another step forward to collectively say enough is enough. Someone has to push back on the mayhem that would place a higher value on guns than children and act like it's okay. It's not okay. We have an opportunity to show the nation what can be done and what should be done when rational people come together. It's my hope that others will join us in protecting our children, our neighbors, and our communities. And as a society, we long ago established that it is irresponsible, unsafe, and illegal to allow certain entities to target our children with their products. You see it with cigarettes, you see it with alcohol. This new law holds getting to an audience that cannot legally purchase this product. It's common sense.
So there, the follically challenged foreskin leader of the Illinois Senate they can't purchase these. So let's think about this. I don't know what 7-year-old, 10-year-old, 12-year-old has the ability to convince a parent, because I certainly wasn't able to convince my parents, that I needed to have a go-kart, a mini bike, or any of that stuff. Never got that. But it is absolutely illegal for somebody. It's illegal for someone under the age of 18 to buy a firearm from a federally licensed dealer. Now, in private sales, that changes all across the country. But in Illinois, it's a double down because it is illegal to have a FOID card if you're under the age of 21 unless your parent or guardian has signed off on that. Even if you are living out on your own at the age of 19, married with a kid, you can't run out and get a FOID card without a parent or guardian's signature unless you go to court and prove yourself to be an unemancipated minor and get a court order to do so. So here you have this. You can't get a gun from a retailer. And I don't know any retailer. First thing you walk into a gun shop, got to have a FOID card. Okay, where's your FOID card? You don't have one. How old are you? Oh, you're 19? No. Even with 19 without a FOID card, not selling you a gun. Oh, you're 17. Absolutely not. And even if you had a FOID card at 17, they're still not going to sell it to you because it's against federal law. This is how absolutely ridiculous this whole thing is. That they sit there, and so now they hate the Second Amendment. We've proven that time and time again. Now they hate your First Amendment, and they hate your kids' sports, and they hate the whole culture that surrounds and goes along with this. They don't want Daisy to be able to advertise. Oh, they're going to cloak it with these other words that say it doesn't apply to, let me see, where is it here? Let's see. And don't forget, one of the things that'll get you wrapped up is placed in a publication created for the purpose of reaching an audience that is predominantly composed of minors and not intended for a more general audience. What do you think Boy's Life was when I was a Boy Scout? They said this paragraph does not apply to communications or promotional materials regarding lawful recreational activity with a firearm, such as, but not limited to, practice shooting at targets on established public or private target ranges, or hunting, trapping, or fishing with. But then they're going to make that an affirmative defense. They're going to try to drag this out with all the lawyers, because I think the whole part of this, one, sue gun companies out of business, just drive them into bankruptcy with all the legal fees all across from wherever about this, up and down the state. And then turn around, and if they, you want to get out of this, then you sign our code of conduct and you do this. They're all been out of shape because they've never been able to run Chuck's Gun Shop out of business. They've never been able to run Midwest or a bunch of the stores that ring Cook County because Mayor Daley didn't want a gun store within 100 miles of Chicago. And they were unable to run those guys. Even gun dealer licensing didn't run those guys out of business, much to their chagrin. So this whole thing is nothing more than to try to make an end run around the Protection of Lawful Commerce and Arms Act, which still allows for product liability lawsuits and things when they physically and actually willfully do something criminally wrong. But this thing at the minors is attacking our way of life, our thinking, our culture at its core. And they can dress it up with it does not apply to promotional materials regarding lawful recreational. They can gussy that pig up with all the lipstick they want, but a pig with lipstick at the end is still a pig. And that's what this is. So kudos to the NSSF for kicking off the legal challenge to this. There may be some other players helping out along the way, one way or another. But as always, guys, we're going to do a couple more videos here on this. But I saw that shooting range literally right after I got a text from a reporter that the governor was signing this bill. It just seems so apropos that here we are with an advertisement directly and explicitly targeting young kids for the Boy Scouts to join the Boy Scouts of America. And here it was being done with a range to entice them, to get them to try it out, because Boy Scouts have rifle and shotgun merit badges and all that stuff. So we're going to have more on this public act and this as I said before, they think the Bill of Rights is just a piece of toilet paper for them to wipe their ass with. And they hate your freedom of speech. They hate your right to assemble. They hate your ability to keep and bear arms. So with all that, as always, please like, subscribe, copy and paste the link, and spread it around social media. We'll get back to you with some more. And as always, frag out.